Hi guys, a couple of you might have seen me open this box a few days ago on the live stream with Nick, but this is the official opening anyway. So it's my new laser, their new very new model, which is a 22 watt LED laser. I'll show you what's in the box. It's a quick assembly. I have glanced through the assembly instruction book and put it back in the box again. Briefly, just so as I know what I'm talking about, which isn't much anyway. And it's well, let's have a look. It's an Algo laser, by the way. Company Algo is quite a big name actually. So let's just show you what's in the box. Bend you down a bit. And what's exciting about this is that, well, look at this box, it's fantastic. What's exciting about this is I'm going to be using it to produce kits, hopefully, so you'll be seeing a lot of it. So we've got a little welcome pack there. There's some engraving consumables, in other words some stuff to test on it, metal and ply and that sort of stuff. Here's another bit of plywood as well to test out on it. So in here it's quite good. It's got all the assembly, if you can call it assembly instructions. Quick start guide, which is what you want to see. Tells you how to assemble it and put it together. These are various certificates of conformity and what have you. So I'll put that down there and we'll take out that. Lovely, that, isn't it? And we say, wow, look at that. Now what's interesting about this is you lift out, the whole thing's inside this black sort of support, and the laser's assembled still inside the black support because the frame is actually already screwed together, which is just going to save a huge amount of time. But what have we got here? Well, this is the front panel. Nice big emergency stop button, nice big power button, and we've got, well, in here there's some laser goggles, orange, to the correct conformity. There's another piece of test material there. Look. This is for cleaning the lens, I think, playing with the lens. Finger cots, obviously, to stop it, stop you getting your greasy fingers all over it. Nice pair of goggles. These are feet, which will need to be assembled in. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's nice. That'll be that's magnetic. I think that goes on the bottom of the laser. It's very beautiful, that, isn't it? Here's your power adapter. This is the air assist pump, the air pump, and speed control for the air pump. What the air pump does is to clear away the dust and debris from the actual laser head as it's cutting. Makes for a much cleaner cut. And it's got the rubber feet, that's nice. What was that then? That was, oh, it's the actual laser head, of course it is, yeah. Power leads, lead to connect the air pump to the machine, USB lead to connect the computer to the machine. A little box of tools or something. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Keys. Oh, I think there's I remember reading these keys are like to lock it so as you can't be tampered with, so you can lock it and unlock it, which is useful if you've got little fingers around, you know. You can't take chances with these things. And that's part of the air connection. So my little toolbox, and did I look at that? Yes, I did. And then there's the sliding rail that goes on the main frame. So a little bit of assembly to do, but not a lot. I'll read through the instruction book and we'll start to have a look at that. Okay, a couple of minutes have passed. I've just dropped the laser module onto a slidey bit here. That was easy enough. And now you have to mount this just in there between these two bars. So using the number 4 10mm, I think it said, I think that's what they are, yeah, M4 times 10 screws, they go in there, just in there like that. Go. So there's one. I'll put the other 4 in and then we'll come back and see what I've done. I've got to say, guys, this is one very nicely thought out construction. Even the bolts have got thread lock already on them. Take out the machine, tighten the belt, install a screw on E, X-axis assembly, and tighten the screw until the belt is properly tightened. This means the laser module can move smoothly. And there, M4 22mm bolt. Right, I've got to remove the machine first of all, so let's get her out. I'm going to sit down on the job now. Install a screw on on E. The belt inside is tensioned and pinched off by this little nut here, this little bolt here. I'm going to put that in there. There we go. We'll just tighten that up. What's happening is I'm stretching the belt inside this rail. So I'm going to tighten. I'll leave it there for a minute. It does move, so we'll work on that later on if need be. Okay, adjust the belt. I think I'll turn the page over. Slide the X-axis assembly and ensure smooth movement. If it doesn't slide smoothly, please adjust the screw. Turning the screw in the plus direction tightens the belt, while turning it in the negative direction loosens the belt. Turn the machine upside down and attach the feet and antenna to the bottom. What I think I'll do is just stand it on its side to do this. Let's give it a go. That's going to go down to there. The feet are in here. This is going so easily. Where's the next one? Under there. Now, I've got to be careful with this antenna because it goes sideways anyway. Right, let's just screw that on. Okay, one antenna installed. I'll just show you. One antenna, 4 feet. 12 out of 16. Install the laser shield. Attach the magnetic side of a laser shield to the laser module. That was that lovely, obviously faces outwards. This is a little window to look at the laser. Right, pull down the lever, let the laser module move down until the focus stick is against the engraved object. Then lift up the lever to fix the laser module. After focusing, please press the small button to reset the focus stick to prevent it from being damaged. I see. So you would lower that down, that's your depth, let it touch the object, lock that up, and that sets it. And then when you press the button in, okay, it's just new and it's a bit tight. So we'll just lock that there for the minute because we haven't got it settled down onto its proper base yet. And then we go on to section 3, which is how to use the machine. So, and there's a display on that side so we can see what's what. So like I was saying, there's 2 sorts of software you can download. You can either download Laser GRBL, which is a free software which does a pretty good job by all accounts, or you can download Lightburn software, which is paid for, and I think that's what I'm going to go for because it gives you better control. I'm going to go and get my corner prepared get the machine in position. I've still got to fix up the pump, and we'll see if we can get this going. But yeah, how easy was that? 5 bolts to assemble it, and all the tools supplied as well. So yeah, so far very nice. It's all metal construction. All the leads are nicely cable tied in place. So yeah, really exciting. Let's get on to the next stage. See you soon. See you soon. So that's what the cabinet looks like. But I've still got access to the power button, the stop emergency cut-off button, and painted it black inside. So yeah, really quite nice. I'm just fixing up the air pipe connection. That just pushes on to the little floppy one that's just hanging down underneath here. Next thing is to connect the power supply from the pump into the socket on the side. The air pump will start instantly. Please ensure the cable is fully and securely inserted into the socket. Well, it won't start because the laser's not plugged in. It's certainly in all the way. I'd sooner have it this side just to keep things out of the way. You can control the airflow of the air pump by adjusting the air volume plus or minus. When the air volume indicator on the air volume is off, it means the air pump is turned off. So I haven't downloaded the software yet. I'm going to download Lightburn, and I have got a laptop, and I've also got a PC next door, and it might connect via the Wi-Fi, we'll see. In fact, I'll put my laptop this side, I think, so I'll clear away these tools. So I'll be right back. Before installing the computer driver, please power on the machine and connect it to the PT using the USB cable. Then choose the appropriate driver file based on your computer system and proceed with the installation. I'm running Windows 11, I think, on that one, and 10 on my other one, and no installation is required there. What I think I'll do, let me download the software, and oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's probably telling me confirm shutdown. Well, I don't want to shut down. No. Engrave, control and setting. Now look at that. It's got a Wi-Fi signal as well. So let's just play with this a minute and find out what's going on. And I think I need to download the software. Until I've got that, I can't really progress, can I? Jolly exciting though, isn't it? So I'm just going to try cutting a laser hold down clamp. The very first cut. And here we go. Well, it's working. Look at the smoke coming off. I'll shut this, even though I haven't got a lid on it. Just put this box over it. Gosh, that's so much quieter. Just have a little peek to make sure everything's all right. Still working. Got my laser goggles on, of course. Oh yeah, that's what a laser hold down clamp. So I'll test the size. That'll go and clip on the. Yeah, that's great. Just a bit of scrap ply I had, but so that's one hold down clamp. Now I know it works. I can make some more. There we are, my first little job. Okay, so I've got a new project on now, guys, and this is something I've worked on. It's a couple of clamps to hold the laser in place on my bed so as I don't knock it, because it does stick out slightly, and some more of those little clamps to hold the plywood down. So we'll see how it comes out. This is using 3mm plywood as supplied by Algo. that's looking very nice. I've set it to do 2 passes. I've also asked it to do some engraving, so we'll see if how that works. That thing of beauty, isn't it? Yeah, really pleased. This is good. The biggest learning point, of course, is light burn. So the laser is the Algo Laser Delta. Check out the Algo Technologies website. The Alpha is the model that they've had running for a little while. The Delta is this new one, and have a look. I'm really impressed with all the features on it. The tilt alarm, the fire alarm, it all stops it. The quietness of it all, and the power, of course. So I'll show you the finished thing in a minute, and we'll wrap this video up. Cheers. Knocked it off for a minute, not sure. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's cut all right. Look at that. Oh, that's surprising actually. Hasn't gone all the way through in places. So I've got a speed of 500, a power of 100%. So I'm going to have to go slower speed on that, I think. Just trying some wing ribs now, guys. So bit of an experiment, but we'll see how we get on. I'm not sure if they've gone through or not. I've been recommended these settings for 1/16 Balsa, but we'll give it a go. Okay, more than happy with that. That's the Algo Laser Delta, and they've all cut through lovely and clean. If I hold it up to the light, look at that, and engrave the numbers. Yeah, my first set for my model mini yo-yo, so we're in business. I can offer kits now. So yeah, really successful, very happy with that. That's 1/16 Balsa, and nice clean cut, which is exactly what you want. Practicing with 1/8 Balsa now. It should cut beautifully with the settings I've selected. So after a bit of experimenting, guys, with the thickness of wood and laser power and speed, yeah, there we are. This is looking good, and it's just finishing off. So this is the 1/8 sheet for the mini yo-yo, and I've got a 1/16 sheet which I'm happy with, so I'll make a couple, then I'll have my first 2 kits. After my success with the balsa wood, I'm now going to try some of the supplied consumables. Probably not a brilliant test, guys, but that was a scan onto plywood, and it's actually relieved. It's actually maybe a couple of millimeters deep, but you can make out the characters. It's me on the right, Ian on the left, and Chris in the middle, and that says British Model Flying Association there, which is raised text. So, but a very detailed picture. Okay guys, a quick summing up of the Algo Laser Delta for you. I found it really easy to set up out of the box, no particular problems, and very well engineered. The machine itself with the little control panel is easy enough to use and tells you everything you need to know as regards engraving, controlling and what have you. I have found the software that I've used is the not Laser GBL, it's the Lightburn software, which is the paid for one. You pay one instalment and that gives you updates for 1 year. After that you have to pay if you want to get it updated. Actually working on project was a good idea because it meant that I had to go back to the tutorials of Lightburn on YouTube and work out exactly what I wanted to do and how to do it. Quite a steep learning curve, but nevertheless I've got pretty good results, and I'm just honing my results so far to an even better result. It's working very well. I'll put a link to the Algo Technologies website down below. I'll also make up a video on how I made the box. That will be a separate video. I'll link to it at the end of this one when it's done. Because the box is not finished yet, still got the handle and the glazing to go in the top and the lighting to fit up. But the box itself is up and running, and I'll explain also I can take this off now. I can explain also all the hardware that I've installed. So I've got my laptop here, and I've got light burn on it, and it's controlling, or the controls of light burn. I must admit, you can do things to finite, and the more I look into it, finite degrees, and the more I look into it, the more I discover it can do. It's quite a powerful bit of software. I should be doing a lot more with the laser in the coming weeks and months. All I want to cut out really is 1/16 and 1/8 balsa, and a little bit of plywood to about 1/8. But it also does engraving, which I'm going to play with as well. I've managed to successfully cut out a piece, well, letter C look, from the 10mm acrylic. It took a few more passes than what's on the paperwork, but it did it nevertheless. And also the letter C again from a bit of 3mm MDF, 3 or 4mm. So it's capable of doing these things. As I say, cutting out acrylic and MDF isn't really what I've got the laser machine for, but it's nice to know that it will do it. So that just about completes my review of the Algo Technologies Delta laser, 20 watt. Really enjoyed using it actually. It seems to be faultless, no problems at all. And the software, light burn, takes a little bit of learning, but there's so many tutorials online, and also tutorials from light burn themselves. It makes it a doddle. Anything you want to do, you can do. I've managed to successfully cut out 16th balsa and 1/8 balsa. No problems at all, just a matter of experimenting, because I'm a complete newbie to the lasers. So it's a matter of experimenting with the speed and the power settings for a particular sort of material that you're trying to cut. But you know, it's a learning curve, but once you get there, you start to feel your way around, more comfortable with the software, certainly a lot more comfortable with the laser. When I started it, all the lights were flashing, oh, goodness me, but now I understand what it's doing. I'll tell you what is good actually is the interface on here. Any error messages you get or controls you want to do all come up here, your settings and everything. Touchscreen, really enjoy using that, so that's nice. And yeah, brilliant. So I'm going to now, as I say, wrap up this review. Absolutely delighted with it. I'll put a link down to the laser down below to the Algo website, and if you want to order one from there, I may get a small commission. It won't add to the cost, whatever. So check it out. Really enjoyed using it. As I say, this is the Delta model. They will be introducing a box to put it in very soon, according to their website. I've made my own. This will be on a separate video. I'll link to it in the corner when it's done. Apart from that though, brilliant, lovely laser. Cliff's now a laser cutter and kit manufacturer. Cheers guys, see you in the next video, bye.